Hi friends, Monique the Money Coach here to tell you about 3 highly effective debt payoff strategies. First, I want to get into why it's important to pay off your debts. Well, it's important to pay off your debts because as soon as you're done making those monthly debt payments, that is when you begin to open up space within your spending and your money, and you essentially give yourself a raise. So all the money that you have been putting towards your debts now become discretionary fund money or money that you can contribute to other things such as building up your savings account, um, investing for retirement. Those monies that you were putting towards your debt payments can now go towards something else that you choose for it to go towards. So let's get into the 3 highly effective methods of debt payoff. First one I want to get into is the debt snowball. Now, for the debt snowball, you'll list all your debts in order of smallest balance to largest balance. You pay the minimum on all of your debts, with the exception of the smallest balance. The smallest balance, you are going to put everything you have into it. All of the extra money that you have, you're going to throw into that smallest balance debt. Once that one is paid off, you are going to apply that technique to the second smallest balance debt. So everything that you were putting towards the smallest balance debt, plus what you were already putting towards the second smallest balance debt, you are going to throw towards the second smallest balance. When you're done with the second smallest balance, you use that same technique and put it towards your third smallest balance, and so on and so forth until all of your debts are paid off. Now, the benefit of this snowball method is you see results a little bit faster because you're paying off your smallest debt first. So you get that little bit of motivation to keep going because you started seeing results sooner. The drawback to the snowball method is that you might end up paying more over time because you're not prioritizing your most expensive debt first. So if you're someone that could thrive off of motivation, can thrive off of seeing results, then this is a great method for you. The second method that I want to get into is the avalanche method. Now, for the avalanche method, you're going to apply the same technique that you did for the snowball method. You're going to list all of your methods from smallest to largest, but this time you are going to list them in order of interest rate. So you're going to take the highest interest rate and list that one first, all the way down to the lowest interest rate and list that one last. Same technique. Pay the minimum on all of your debts except for the one with the highest interest rate. And that one you're going to attack everything you have. You're going to give everything to it until it's paid off. Once that highest interest rate debt is paid off, you apply everything that you were sending to the first debt payment plus what you were sending to the second debt payment, and you put all of that towards your second highest interest rate debt. Once the second one is paid off, you go on to your third one, and so on and so forth until all of your debts are paid off. The benefit of the avalanche method is over time, you end up paying less on your debts because you're prioritizing your more expensive debt first. The drawback to the avalanche method is it could take a while to see results depending on the balance of your highest interest rate debt. If you have a higher interest rate debt that has a larger balance, it can take longer to pay off. So it might take longer for you to see those results and you see that progress. If you are someone with a more analytical mind, someone that likes to get the most of the benefit out of things, then the avalanche method might be for you because overall you are reducing the amount of money that you are sending towards your debt payments. We're going to get into the third one today, which is the tornado method. Now, for the tornado method, you're going to do the same thing as you did with the snowball and the avalanche, and you're going to list your debts. However, you're going to list them in order of how taxing they are emotionally on you. So you put your most emotional debt at the top of the list, all the way down to your least emotional debt, and that's the order that you pay off your debts. So, for example, let's say you borrowed money from a friend or you had someone co sign on something for you, and you just really want to pay those off first. You really want to pay your friend back first because that's a relationship that you value and you want to preserve. You really want to pay off whatever you got a co-signer for because you don't want that person to feel responsible for your debt in the event that anything happens. Those would be the debts that you pay off first. Same process. You attack that top debt with everything that you have, paying the minimum on all of the other debts until that top debt is completely paid off. Then you apply everything that you were putting towards that first debt, plus what you were applying towards that second debt, and you apply all of that to the second debt until the second debt is paid off. And then you do that with a third one, so on and so forth, until all of your debts are paid off. The benefit of the tornado method is that it preserves your relationships with people. If you borrowed money from somebody, if someone co-signed something for you, and you just don't feel the best, and that is preventing you from spending time with that person, that's preventing you from having conversations with that person, and it's causing that other person to feel negatively towards you as well. Those are the debts that you want to pay off first to preserve your relationships. The drawback to the tornado method is almost the same as the drawback from the snowball method and the avalanche method put together. So it might not be the most cost effective way to pay off your debt. So in the end, you might be paying more over time because the reason why you borrowed money from a friend is because it's possibly interest free, or the reason why you got a cosigner is so you can get a lower interest rate. Also, the drawback from the tornado method could be that maybe you don't see results as fast. Maybe that was a higher amount that you borrowed from someone, or a higher amount that you had someone co-sign for you, so you don't see your results as quickly. So those were the 3 debt payoff methods: the snowball, the avalanche, and the tornado method. Let me know which one you think would work best for you and which one you want to try out. Now, I do want to say that regardless of what method you choose, the snowball, the avalanche, or the tornado method, the fact that you are paying off your debts, you have a plan and a process of paying off your debt is fantastic. Regardless of which method you choose, the fact that your goal is to pay off your debt and to pay it off aggressively, that's wonderful. Don't get so caught up in which method to choose, which method would be the best for you, to the point where you don't make a decision. Just decide on which method to choose and go for it. Take care. Love you. Bye.